Now, the history of Irish archery. Where did it all begin? The ancient Celts didn't gravitate to using the bow. They thought it was very unmanly if they shot a warrior in an unmanly way. And the problem was then that the spirit of the dead warrior would come back and haunt you in the twilight hours. So the Celts didn't use bows all that much, but there are some etchings with showing gallowglasses, which were mercenaries with short bows. But basically, the long bow, the English bow, that all, was pushed forward by the English archers at the Battle of Agincourt and all those things. So that's where it all came from. So the history of Irish archery really started as target archery. And the first recorded club was the Archers Club Dublin. And that was, the secretary of that club was Richard Calf. And he started that club around the 1700, went on into what you call a 1748. And then it progressed from there. Up to that particular time, there must have been about 700 or 800 archery clubs in the country. So what you had was clubs in Dublin, which was one of the main ones was in the Beaton family, Monkstown Archery. That lady, the young girl Beaton, was national champion of Ireland on many occasions, as was her father. So if anybody is interested in looking at the history of archery in their particular area, I give a kind of a breakdown of how many archery clubs were in existence from around 1830 to 1858 to 1860 to 1873. So what you started off with, the first club was the Archers Club Dublin from 17 to 1745. County of Dublin Archery Club starting off around 1830, 1840 to 1858, going up to 1877. Monkstown Archers 1846 to 1857. The Archers Club in Cork, and Butterfint Archers 1845. Doneraile Archers 1863 to 1873. Fermoy Archers 1860. Kinsale Archers 1861. Mallow Archers 1863. Queenstown Archers 1860. They held the Royal Irish Grand Nationals in 1861, 1863 and 1867. So they were basically the clubs. So in the scheme of all the clubs, you had Fermoy, you had Kildare, you had Kilkenny, Kings County, Kinsale, Longford Archers. There's a whole list of all the archery clubs which is available. If anybody wants to find out more about archery in the particular area, just get in touch with me and I'll try and fill you in as much as I possibly can on that. So the next recorded archery in Ireland was by St. John Gogarty in 1924 in the Taltine Games. He brought a lot of archers over from England and he took part, and they were presented with potted arrows and medals for the occasion. So the whole St. John Gogarty's family were the mainstay of archery at that particular time. Remember, we had turbulent times in Ireland where we had, first of all, we had the 1916 Rising, then we had the Civil War. So archery didn't really come into being until he was the first recorded tournament in archery at that particular time, and that was at the Taltine Games. Now where it was, I'm not really sure, but we can check that out. So the next stage in your archery development was in 1960. The Irish Wheelchair Association, they sent archers out to different competitions all over, particularly all over England and things like that. They went everywhere. And the mainstay in that particular club was a guy called Yarda Swader. Father Leo Close was the vice chairman. The secretary was Ursula Kiernan from Aer Lingus Club. The treasurer was J. Mooney, general manager of the Irish Wheelchair Association. Then it moved on into around, it started to get well organised around 1963. And again, you had the chairman of that particular club was Yarda Swader, Ursula Kiernan, Mr. Mooney, Mr. Stanley, Ursula Shakespeare, R. Hobbs, Michael Talbot, and Fergus Kavanagh. They were the ones who started archery off in Ireland. And the problem was they had no constitution, so they had to write the constitution. So it was the Irish National Archery Federation, and this is the original. This is the original handwritten constitution of the first Irish National Archery Association, and that was compiled by Fergus Kavanagh. Fergus Kavanagh was the guy who, his handwriting is there. He wrote that whole thing all up, and with the result, that was the beginning of archery in Ireland.